Hi kids, it's Stacy from the Worcester Public Library. Thanks so much for visiting our website. We're going to start adding a lot of really fun activities for you kids to try. We're going to hold monthly contests. We're going to have escape rooms that you can try to get out of. We'll have information on our monthly crafts, our make and take crafts, some information on tutoring if you need some help tutoring. And once monthly we are going to do a little cooking demonstration for you so you can follow along. So today I'm going to show you how to make overnight oats. Okay, so what you'll need for the recipe for tools are a jar or a bowl, a measuring cup. The recipe calls for 1/3 cup oats. So if you have a 1/3 cup one, that will work the best. A tablespoon and a teaspoon. Couldn't find my measuring teaspoon, so I'm using this one to improvise. So the recipe only calls for 5 ingredients. I like this recipe because it's very versatile. You can swap out some of the ingredients if you don't have one of them. You can swap it out for something else. If you prefer one thing, you can swap it out. So for example, I'm making this recipe with blueberries, but you can swap out your blueberries for apples, for bananas, whatever fruit you prefer. So for your 5 ingredients, you'll need, of course, oatmeal, which is my favorite. Your fruit. I have blueberries. I only had frozen blueberries at home, so that's what I'm using. That's fine. You need some kind of nut butter. I have peanut butter here. But if you have an allergy or if you prefer sun butter or almond butter, definitely feel free to swap it out for that. We have ground cinnamon. You only need 1/4 of a teaspoon of this. And some milk. Same thing, if you don't want to use cow's milk, you can use almond milk, you can use more oat milk, whatever you have. We also have 2 optional ingredients. You do not have to add these for your recipe to be successful, but maybe just to enhance your flavor or your nutrients. So these are chia seeds. You can also use flax seeds if you happen to have those. And then if you want to make your oatmeal a little bit sweeter, I have a sweet tooth, you can use some maple syrup or some honey. That will be at the end of the recipe. Okay, so I pinned back my hair, I washed my hands really well, and we're ready to get started. So grab your bowl or your jar and your oatmeal, and you're going to measure 1/3 cup of oats. You can go ahead and put that right into your jar. When you get good at this recipe, you can of course try doubling it for you and someone in your family, or experiment with any of the ingredients. So the next thing you're going to add is your nut butter. This is 1 tablespoon. So when you read a recipe and ask for 1 tablespoon, it doesn't mean to scoop out as much peanut butter or as much of whatever it calls for as it says. Just kind of like a level amount. And you're going to add that to your oats. See that? Very sticky. Alright, so you are going to add your cinnamon. You need 1/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. Like I said, I didn't have the teaspoon measure, so I'm going to use this. This is one thing you want to be a little bit careful with. I love cinnamon, I love apple cinnamon, I love sugar and cinnamon flavor, but cinnamon by itself actually is kind of, I don't know if I'd describe it as a tart taste, but it's not very sweet. So if you put too much cinnamon in, it's definitely going to ruin the flavor of your oatmeal. So 1/4 teaspoon. Okay, I am going to do the chia seeds, the optional chia seeds. If you add chia seeds or if you add oh gosh, the other seed, I forgot what it was. If you add the other seed, it's gonna give it a thicker texture. You're also adding some good fats, some protein, and fiber to keep you full to your oatmeal. All right, and the last thing you're gonna add is your milk. Your oat milk, your almond milk, your cow's milk. This is another part of the recipe where you have some options. If you like kind of lumpy, thick oatmeal, you're gonna put a half a cup of milk in. If you like it a little more smooth, a little more liquidy, you're gonna put 2/3 cup of milk in. So that's what I'm gonna do. Oops. First, start by just pouring a little bit in. And slowly start mixing your oats. You'll see because of your nut butter, it's gonna be a little tricky. I don't know if you can see that in there. And then when you get it going, go ahead and add the rest of your milk. I'm gonna do the 2/3 cup. So I'm gonna add 2 of these. Mix it up really, really good. And then you're gonna cover it and put it in the refrigerator overnight. Almost done. Okay, so you're probably wondering, Stace, what about the fruit? Told us there were 5 ingredients, but you didn't put them all in. So the fruit you are going to add in the morning. And same thing with if you decided to use any maple or honey, you'll add those in the morning. So your recipe is not quite done, but that's all that we can do for today. Hi kids, good morning. So I just pulled the recipe out of the refrigerator and this is what it looks like. It doesn't really look too appetizing, but I promise you, you'll enjoy it. So at this point, you want to add your fruit. So if you recall yesterday, I said that I had frozen blueberries, so I did just warm them up a little bit because this is actually a recipe that tastes really good cold. I mean, if you want, you can heat it up, you can put it in your microwave for about 10 seconds, but it's a very convenient recipe in that you can make it the night before and have it completely ready in the morning. So I did heat up the blueberries, but I'm not going to heat up the oatmeal. And just give it a really good stir. Okay. And there you have your overnight oats. You can eat it right out of your jar or the bowl that you use. I just put another one here with apples. Complete results, just to show you what it looks like. And then you still have the option if you want it a little more sweeter. I think it tastes good how it is, especially when you use blueberries. But you can use the honey or the maple syrup to just drizzle a little bit on top of your oatmeal. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed the recipe. I hope that you had fun cooking along with me. Sometime during next month, we are going to add another recipe. We're going to show you how to make smoothies. So make sure to keep checking back on our website and we'll show you how to make some smoothies. And like I said, we'll have a lot of fun stuff on there. All right, bye-bye.